What is up, guys? Donk97 here, bringing you a brand new Halo MCC challenge guide. Today we're taking a look at the weekly PvE challenge from the beginning. You know the end. This is to complete 3 campaign missions on Halo Reach or in Halo Combat Evolved. This can be done on normal difficulty or harder, and for this challenge guide I'm completing it in Halo Reach's campaign on the campaign mission Nightfall using the speedrunning strat where you're going to pretty much run past all of the enemy encounters, get in the forklift at the very end of the level, and use it to phase through the gate at the end of the level. Now, if you don't have Halo Reach's campaign purchased on MCC, or you don't want to complete it here on Nightfall because you don't want to use the strat to phase through the gate with the forklift, or you're struggling to get the phasing through the gate with the forklift to work, I can also recommend using the Halo Combat Evolved campaign level, the Pillar of Autumn. It's also another quick level. The only downside is you will have to do the tutorial over and over again if you're playing on normal difficulty, but if you bump it up to heroic, which would be just slightly harder, you don't have to do the 2-minute tutorial each time. Plus, if you're going to run in Combat Evolved for any levels, you can use the Skull of Grunt Funeral, which turns all grunt deaths into an explosion, which benefits the player. Since it's not a 0-time multiplier score, it will still work for this challenge, so that is another recommendation I can give there if you want to try and run the Pillar of Autumn. And it's also a short level. It's like a 10-minute run, whereas this is only a 5-ish minute run. But between all the levels in CE and Halo Reach, those are probably the 2 fastest. Silent Cartographer is another good one, but if you're kind of a novice player and you still don't know your way around the bowels of Silent Cartographer, you might struggle. Even me, who has played that level many times, I still sometimes get lost in that level. So ultimately, it's up to you what levels you actually want to run this challenge on. But Pillar of Autumn and Nightfall are my 2 recommendations here. Now, when you get to this section right here, be careful of the beasts, because if they hit you, they can really hit you with some damage and either full-on just insta-kill you, take out your shields only, take out your shields and some health. It depends on how they hit you and especially also what difficulty you're on. So don't play this level on higher than normal for this challenge. I don't really see a point in it. Another nice thing about this challenge, though, is you can easily match this challenge up with a lot of other challenges that are currently in the weekly PvE, like Story Sortie, which is complete 3 campaign missions. Playlist Progression is another one. If you do one of the playlists that starts with Nightfall, you can easily get 3 challenges done almost instantly. Or if you want to even add Skull like Famine for Skullduggery. This level just really works well if you're trying to stack a lot of challenges together, depending on what the weekly PvE challenges are. Now, in that last section you saw when I jumped down, I hugged the left cliff face and just kept kind of running, and then on that slope I jumped up to get onto the road. Pretty much just use that to bypass the entire area. You don't have to stay and fight with the civilians. Unfortunately, you obviously will lose the civilians, as June will say here momentarily, but from there just keep running down the pathway you would take normally if you were playing this level. Now, obviously, for the longer term people that have seen this challenge guide or this type of run before, you know what I'm doing here, but for the newer ones, I thought I would explain it a little bit. Once you get over here, you do not want to try and shoot at any of the enemies that are in this area. What you're going to do is you kind of just run up across this ridge, come over to this bridge entrance, and come behind this piece of concrete. And you want to wait till that elite is turned around, facing away from you. Once he's turned around, facing away from you, you can run up behind him and give him a nice old tap from behind. Don't try to assassinate him because it'll actually alert all the grunts. You just kind of want to go and melee him instead of the full assassination animation. And then do the same thing there to all the grunts by just punching them out. From there, go and get into the forklift, and you're going to drive the forklift up over next to this door, turning the forklift to where when you get out of the forklift, it'd be pushing you into the door. Now, you want to line it up to where when the way you get out of the forklift is between the seams of the door. You saw that first time I was a little bit forward and it didn't push me through the gate, but the second time I adjusted slightly and it pushed me right through the seam. From there, just continue running to the very end of the level. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe so I know you guys did, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.